THEMOSHOW Chicago. Yeah, it's a Sunday. I know you people getting out of church and everything. What's going on today? Today seems to be a beautiful day here in Chicago. It's like 70 degrees, but it's a little bit cloudy. And you may expect a little sprinkles out there. But the weather is great. But the people, on the other hand, it's sort of crazy, okay? But before we get started, you all, I want to send shouts out to Galactic Boy Entertainment. And if you all haven't went over there to that channel here on YOUTUBE, go over there to that channel. I am co-working with JR Valentino, who actually helped bring me into the music industry a while back, over 20-something years ago, okay? But we got some great things going over there, and we'll be shooting a video this weekend coming up with the artist known as Raven, okay? So expect to be seeing that very, very soon. And also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, make sure that you do that. We highly appreciate that. If you want to support this channel, that is a great way to do it without you spending one red cent, okay? We appreciate you all today. Yeah, it's been crazy here in Chicago. We had the Teen Takeover. Now, the last time that we had a Teen Takeover downtown in Chicago, people had their cars stomped on, vandalized, broken windows. You had jewelry stores that was vandalized, clothing stores that was vandalized. But now, this teenage takeover downtown Chicago, especially here on Columbus and Illinois Street, you had a 15-year-old that was shot. And they want to instill a curfew on the teenagers here in Chicago. But to put teenagers on a curfew here in Chicago is like trying to get a rat not to take the cheese. I'm just saying. It's just not going to happen. You have homeless teens out here right now. You have teens that are on their own that has divorced their parents unofficially and some officially. You got teenagers out here robbing people. Teenagers out here carjacking people. It's sad. It's a sad thing. Just like you had this young man by the name of, what's his name? DeMarco Roby. What DeMarco Roby do? He beat a man to death, 92 years old, while he was on home monitoring that he escaped, okay, for gun possession. But now, has he not only pled guilty to the gun possession and the escapism of the electronic monitoring, he has pled guilty to the armed robbery and harming someone over 60. The man was 92 years old at the ATM station over here on 251 West 63rd Street, trying to get some money from the ATM. And here come a young bozo with no aspirations of life, no respect for life, no respect for the elders whatsoever. Punched the man in the face, punched the man in the body. Man fell to the ground and he forcibly took his wallet from him. That's a shame. No respect for the elders. How can we as a people grow in regards to unification and loving one another when we have people like DeMarco Roby out there robbing the senior citizens? Hey man, I know you need money out there, man. I know that. Go sell some hot dogs or something. Hey, a young guy out there in Minnesota got rich selling hot dogs. Got rich selling hot dogs. And at this time, he was trying to buy him some school clothes. And one of those Karens called the Department of Health on him to shut him down because he didn't have a license. And you know what? The Department of Health came out and got the young man licensed. Pissed off the Karens, I'm just saying. Hey, who's out there? Christina Gentes. How you doing, Christina? What city and state you from? I'm from the Big Windy, also known as the City of Gangsters. Chirac, Concrete Jungle. How's your Sunday coming out there, Christina Gentes? Okay. USA. Hey, don't we love the USA? The richest place in America, however, the most craziest place in the world. We got more jails and more insane asylums than any place in the world. Here in good old USA, I tell you, I would rather be here than any other country. 100. I would rather be here than any other country. You have all of these people talking about, let's go back to Africa and all of that stuff. Go back over there then. Tell me why they haven't gone yet. The very same people who was telling you to go back to Africa, they ain't went back to Africa yet. Why is that? I'm just saying. You want to know what Africa is like? Africa is like living over here. What they're doing over here, they're doing it over there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, okay? But getting back to the story, okay? Getting back to the story here, Christina Gates. How do you donate? You can donate through Cash App, # Mo Powers, or you can donate through the Super Chat, okay? And like I said, if you don't have any money that way, you can just press the subscribe button here on YOUTUBE, yeah, the one that says thumbs up, okay? And subscribe, okay? That's how you can do that without spending a dime, Christina Gates. But if you'd like to donate, you can donate Cash App or through the Super Chat here. # Mo Powers, okay? Now, getting back to Chicago craziness. Not only did DeMarco Rowe have some, issues with robbery and gun violence, so did another man. Beat the man in the face with a wrench. Beat him in a wrench, pistol whipped him, and then left his wallet. Yeah, the culprit ended up leaving his wallet at the scene of the crime, which means that he wasn't supposed to get away with it, which means that he wasn't supposed to be beating that 67-year-old man in the face with a wrench and then pistol whipping him, trying to rob the man. This is what we go through in Chicago every day. I was supposed to have been over here right off of Grand and Austin today at Chills. But something happened at Chills, by Chills, last night around 5 o'clock in the morning. Or was it 3 o'clock in the morning? Whatever it was between 3 and 5 a.m. this morning, where I'm supposed to be at already. A man stabbed 3 people over an altercation. The culprit was 40 years old, and the people that he stabbed was 30 years old, a 20-year-old, and a 32-year-old. I'm just saying. All because of a verbal confrontation. All 3 of them got punctured, but they all will be okay. No one has lost their life. Not at all. And if you all haven't noticed in the Chicago news, as it warms up, things get a little more funkier and crazy here in Chicago. Hey, if you're familiar with the South Side, like 101st Prairie, okay? 100, yeah, in the Wild Hundreds. On 101st and Prairie, you had this 33-year-old man who was with a group of friends. And, well, he thought they was his friends. Because what did they do? They took out the hammer, cut off the man's electricity, shot over 35 times. Shot the man over 35 times. And these are supposed to be his friends that he was walking with over here by Bennett Elementary School. Now, they haven't released the victims' names yet. They have not released the victim name yet. But he was with some so-called homies. And one went ahead like he was running for something. And it was one in back of him. And they began to cut off the man's electricity. The man lay dead right there in the middle of the grass. Overkilled the man, shooting him 35 times. At least they found 35 shell casings at the scene of the crime. You know the man got shot in the back of his head. It's a damn shame. You think these people out here your friends? You think these people out here clapping for you? You think these people want to see you win? No, they don't. Especially if they're a little bit jealous of you. Especially if they see a little light in you that they don't have. Especially if they want what you got. It's sad here in Chicago. You have family members that turn against you. That'll shoot you in the back of your head just like you are a stranger in the street. Come in your home and rob you like you a stranger in the street. Will beat you up like you a stranger in the street. But they supposed to be your homie. They supposed to be your friend. They're supposed to be the ones that you can confide in when you can't tell others things. But no, can't do that. Because no one can be trusted. I mean, you can't even trust your kids right now because your kids will try to stab you for cutting off the Wi-Fi. I'm just just ask that mom over there in Texas, okay? I'm just saying. We need to build some conflict resolution skills here. But how can you build conflict resolution skills with people who are tired of living? With people who don't value their freedom? With people who don't respect you as another human being? It's a damn shame when children don't respect the woman that gave them birth. I'm just saying. This even goes out to churchgoers now. Don't get it wrong. Hey, do you all remember that famous gospel legend, Marvin Sapp? Yeah. Come on home to Jesus. Jesus, come on home. Yeah, you know the Marvin Sapp dude. Marvin Sapp did what? Now, preacher, did what? Held his congregation hostage, told the ushers to lock the doors and let no one out because he wanted $40,000. The man already had some followers that was already listening to him online, but he needed $40,000 from the people that was inside the church. Now, if you all cannot figure this out yet, I don't understand. Preachers are like pimps. Preachers are like pimps, and they put the fear of God in you to try to get what they want out of you so that they can fill their pockets. On a legal note, now you must remember that Marvin Sapp has a super church. He has a super church, the mega church, you know, like a T.D. Jakes type of thing. And then he makes the oxymoron statement saying that it costs to be up here in the pulpit. Isn't that what he's getting his 501c3 status for? He's already paid to stand up there to keep you stupefied. That's right. Why do you think all of these mega churches get all of this money? Even the little small churches on, got the storefront and everything that's got the 501c3 status. They have it to keep you stupefied. How long have they been talking about Jesus is coming back? How long has my grandmother been saying that? How long has my aunt and my mama been saying that? And it only seems to me that the reaper comes, okay? Because there's a lot of death in these Chicago streets. Even the police can't handle it. Even the police can't handle it. Now, when you have someone like Marvin Sapp who tells you that he needs $40,000, $40,000 for what? To pay who? And then he said that he wanted to see the baskets come up there. after the baskets go back around through the pews and everything, and everybody that's in the audience, he wanted to see how much money y'all gave. Is that a church that you would like to go to? Is that a place that you would like to go and fellowship and worship with those who say that they worship God? You must remember that the building of God is not made with hands and stone. The building of God is you. And the very same thing that Reverend Marvin Sapp is reading to you about Jesus, about God, about Moses, and all of that good stuff, and all of the prophets, supposedly, you can read that yourself from the comfort of your own home. And it won't cost you one red penny. And you don't have to be held hostage inside of a church. I'm just saying. Now, if you want to be godly and donate some money, go donate it to the homeless. Yeah, you better not be out there cooking no food for the homeless, though, because they'll take you to jail. Ain't that a shame? Where is God at in that, Marvin Sapp? Where is God at while you holding those people hostages? God don't need money. Does God have a bank? Does God have a bank, you all? I'm just saying. All of the money is going towards the Bentleys and the Mercedes-Benz and the airplanes that these super mega preachers have all over America. Just look at Kenneth Copeland. Look at Creflo Dollar. Look at T.D. Jakes, who had a heart attack while giving a sermon in his own mega church, the Potter's House. But things are going to come out about T.D. Jakes just like they're going to come out like they do with all of the rest of these mega pastors who are pimping the pockets of the churchgoers. Marvin Sapp needs $40,000 for what? You know, I remember back in the day when my mother used to watch Oral Roberts on TV, okay? Straight up. Back in the day when I was a kid, my mother used to send us to church with my grandma while she would stay at home and watch Oral Roberts. Ain't that something? Brainwashed! But you know what Oral Robert did? With the money that his church gave him, he invested in it. He invested the money. He didn't go and spend it on other things, but I'm sure he did. But all of these luxury items and stuff like that, he probably bought some of that. But I'm quite sure that he invested some of that money as well. How many black reverends, black pastors that you know that actually took the money that the church has given them and invested it in a business for the church, for the people, for the congregation of the church? Now, I do know that this one church pastor here in Chicago did buy a liquor store. He bought up the liquor store so that there would not be any liquor sold in the community area. Now, what he's doing with the church, I mean, that liquor store that he's bought, he's not selling liquor. He bought it from the people who were selling the liquor, selling the intoxicants that would kill people, that would make people deranged, that would help them to go outside and cut off somebody's electricity. That's how you do that. And this, it was done on the south side of Chicago. How many reverends do that? How many reverends or pastors take the money and put it into a housing project? Like you got all different type of talents that's in the church. You got carpenters, you have masons, you have electricians, you have plumbers, people that know how to build things. Why can't these pastors put that money into making homes for people that's in their congregation? I'm just saying. Yeah, get into some real estate. They selling property in Chicago for less than $1 right now. If you can keep up the taxes and provide all of the necessary work that needs to be done to help maintain that business, you can buy the property. I'm just saying. They don't do that today. They don't do that today. And by the way, you all, last night, I dropped a real late live on my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE. I didn't even put a title up there, I don't think. I just put the title up today. I didn't finish putting out the description or nothing. I was so tired when I got in. However, I did do the live. And I will be here every day doing the live between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Okay? Plus uploads. I've really been working. And we got a surprise for you all on our next episodes of We Got That Smoke here on THEMOSHOW Chicago. Oh, we got a surprise for you all. For all of you churchgoers, Bible thumpers, religious people. I'm not religious. I'm a historian, or try to be, okay? I'm still growing. But anyway, like I said, if you haven't checked out my other channel, MOPOWERZ, I did a live last night from Niggas to Gods with Dr. Amos Wilson. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. And if you haven't listened to those audiobook series, see, let me show you again. See this here? This is just one of the books, okay? And here's another book, okay? And these books here, you know, they jeopardize my channel. They jeopardize my channel here on YOUTUBE. Those books are entitled From Niggas to Gods by Akil, who is a brother from the Nation of Islam, okay? He's a 5%er. Now, I'm not going to continue to share those books with you. I did make a post and say, go buy the books and read them. However, we do have more books to come. And the audio books, well, I've been on the road, been traveling, been planing, been training, been busing, been driving. So I really haven't got a chance to actually read and then edit the material, okay? But for the audiobook series that we do have for you, from Babylon to Timbuktu, the Demonology of King James, the Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, As a Man Thinketh, go over to MOPOWERZ, The Fall of America, The Destruction of Black Civilization, etc., etc., etc. And make sure you go over to the live section of that channel as well. We got more goodies for you. Yeah. And if you are into Chicago old school, underground, unsigned, hip-hop, comedy, spoken word, go over to my other channel. Yeah, the entertainment channel. You know, where it's nothing but gangster rap, old school hip-hop. Go over there and see the likes of Dion Cole, Diane Corder, Reggie Reg, Daryl Banks, Sherry. I call her Shari, Sherry, Cherie, whatever you want to call her in that sense, because it's like tomato, okay? Banana, Chiquita. No, I'm just saying, but we got a host of things over there for you. And for all you rappers over there, rap fans, old school, we got Psychodrama, Triple Darkness, Mecca, Cadillac Seville, Black Money, Big Taz, Lunatic the Messiah, Cadre, and a host of other people over there that you probably never heard of, that's from the Big Windy, Concrete Jungle, the city of gangsters. So go over there if you like all of that old school hip hop, old school gangster rap, spoken word comedy. Yeah, spoken word. We got Quintessential, we got Cree, we got Still Black Sea, we got Malak. Yeah, mentioning some names to you all. Pickles are nothing like that. That's what I said. We're back. Pickles are nothing like that. That's what I said. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Thank you. Like I said, you all, Don't take no wooden nickels out there. Do not take no wooden nickels out there. And be careful. You can't trust nobody. Nobody. You can barely trust yourself. How many times have you said that you got a secret, but you went and told somebody your secret? Hey, but like I say, this is my time right now, you know. We'll be back tomorrow, though, between 12 p.m. and make it 1 p.m., okay? Because it may be an hour on this live. But anyway, you all, I want to thank you for viewing. I tip my hat to you because you could have been doing something else with someone else, okay? So I appreciate you. And on your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. Also, press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out, and never give up on your DREAMS.